Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today I got a giant, and I kid you not, a giant box from Petersen Games with my Planet Apocalypse pledge in it. And rather than go through the base game like every other schmuck online, I thought, you know what, let's go take a look at all of the big crazy add-on models, because to me, that's where the cool stuff really is. And I haven't had a chance to really open these. I slit the tape on the top of the boxes, and I even have not looked myself yet. So I'm hoping that these models shall be quite nice in their size. So I'm just going to go box by box. There's a giant pile next to me here, and I want you guys to enjoy the fun. That is a lot of dead weight. Okay, well. So each boss has these big giant sheets along with some counters, and the actual model itself, whee, I am already dreading the cleanup of this. Oh, crap. So you can see here, she's like all intertwined with these giant snake monsters. So if you're in the mood for some Slaneshi champions or something, it looks to be about a 50mm base. Let's grab a human model or two just to give you guys a good size indication. These are just plain pieces for the game. You know, it's a typical board game. Let's see, where's a Space Marine? People know Space Marines. Alright, so we started with Lady Scylla. Next up we have Lord Asmodeus. And I'm going to spare you the box and spare you the tokens, the token sheet. Although, I do got to say, the artwork on the token sheets and the stat cards is just phenomenal. I really dug that. And one of the cool things was that they had a big poster included with the Kickstarter all-in pledge that had all of the artwork of every Lord of Hell and every big demon that you had to fight in the game. I thought that was a really cool touch, and unfortunately it's totally curled up, so I have a bunch of heavy weights on it at the moment, and I'm totally going to be putting that on the wall when it is ready. So Lord Asmodeus, well, I was hoping he was going to be a little bit bigger, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So one of the things that I noticed about a lot of these models was they had just crazy amounts of faces, like Kingdom Death levels of faces. Faces in the butt, faces everywhere you could look. Some of the faces are not as detailed as they could be. Hey, everybody. They should have fezzes on their heads, not little crowns. I'm not even going to attempt to count all those. And he's got this giant maw. It's going to be fun trying to paint all this. So far, Lady Scylla is the winner in terms of size. I'm going to take a wild guess that they're all going to be on the same size base. I believe that, yeah, it's about a 50mm base. So if you're concerned about size of these things, while they may be tall, I don't necessarily think they're going to be wide. Next up, we have Lord Subbu. Lord Subbu. Funky. Alright, Lord Subbu, you are not very tall. Well, I guess you are. Oh my god, just the sheer amount of paper and recycling that's going to go into having to clean up after these dudes. Look at his legs, or hands, or whatever's going on there. I believe this one actually is attached. No, I guess it's not attached to the base. Face butt. I don't know why it reminds me of he's got like a turkey stuck on his head. And a skull on top of that. There's some really, really nice painted examples of these guys already on the internet. Definitely take a look out there. Far better than I'm probably going to be able to do. You feeling intimidated there yet, our Space Marine friends? You should be. Alright, next up we have Lord Procrustes. Procrustes? Well, if you ever in need of a Nurgle champion, there you guys go. Look at that. Lovely. Actually, that's pretty nice. Surprisingly, despite the crazy spindliness of these models, it's nowhere near as warped and as bent as you could almost expect from some of those board game plastics. Ooh, the pustules and spore-looking things all over his body are wonderfully disgusting. And I just noticed he's got multiple... I thought these were eyes, actually. Nope, they're skulls. Do you have a face butt? Doesn't look like it. It does have like a tongue or proboscis or something coming out. No, it's a leg. Okay, maybe he makes new baby guys or something. I don't know. He's got like this tongue thing that's slurping into like his honeypot right here. I don't know what's going on there. Disturbing, to say the least. I want hugs. Mama. It's a big dude. Alright. We're making progress. Next up, we have the model that I was most interested in, myself. Lord Pulgasari, as in Pulgasari, if you're familiar with that movie. Now, the artwork was awesome on this dude. I'm like, oh, I have to have him. I hope he's huge and gigantic. Well, he's big. I mean, I want him to be like the size of the paper, and I know that's just really cost prohibitive, but I really like this guy. He's got that crazy tokusatsu bad guy vibe going on. And he should be, because Pulgasari was obviously a North Korean tokusatsu kaiju eiga. So, let's get these other guys out of the way. He's not as big as I had hoped. I want kaiju size, not just big monster size. But the details are really nice. Face belly. Nothing in his butt, thankfully. Got giant scissor hands. Thankfully, I think this red helps bring out the details and make it pretty obvious. And again, you know, when you're working with such large models, that probably helps bring out those details as well. His left hand looks a little warped, but I think it's okay. This is going to be a problem because I can't let him... He doesn't want to stand flat. I said, he's not a bad size. You want to use him as some kind of a chaos guy? I mean, honestly, any of these things would work great for Chaos Champions, or, you know, stick them on a larger base and got a new prince. Now, we're almost to the end of just the expansion. I'm sorry, not the expansion, guys. The extra models. And they all had an MSRP of about $30 according to the box, as you can see right there. Next up is the Spider Mastermind. Now, this guy... Get it out of the box. This guy is obviously based... Oh, which shooter was it? Was it Doom? It's either Doom or Quake. I don't remember. Old shooter that had a boss of similar style. I don't remember my first-person games as much. Now check this out. He's got like these reclining, screaming bishop-looking guys for each leg, and then he's got a giant brain with extra faces, and then another face crawling out of the mouth. Fun. Rated E for everyone, anyway. So Sandy Petersen, the designer of this, worked on a lot of those old id shooters. Dang. Oh, that's big. That's really big. Okay, this is more what I'm talking. A little lopsided at the moment, but let's see how he looks with some other friends there. Yeah, you're a big dude. Why can't all your other friends be like that? You know what's funny, though? He's not the biggest. Nope. The biggest is this guy. Cthulhu. I don't think he's going to be $29.99. Just to give you guys... There is the weight and size of the box. We've got our tokens, because I'm sure he's going to do all kinds of wonderful stuff. Oh my god, damn, you're heavy, dude. here is Lord Cthulhu. You are big. I mean, you are really, really ridiculously big. That is impressive. I mean, honestly, of all the Kickstarters I've backed, I've never been disappointed yet with one of the Petersen game ones. And this thing is just so ridiculously fun. I could probably bludgeon somebody with this thing. It's huge. In the detail, I mean, yeah, it looks like it's a little overblown, but I mean, if you really wanted to give it like a good spray down with a airbrush or something, I think it would totally work. I guess my only real disappointment is the wings are closed. Can you imagine the size of this thing if he had all those wings and hands everywhere? Oh man, that would be awesome. New idea, Petersen Games? You want to give us a even bigger one with the wings open someday? That would be kind of cool. Definitely. I'm in seventh heaven with this thing. He is a face only a true nerdy monster collector could love. I mean, wow. So yeah, these are just the models that come on their own individually. I haven't even looked at the expansions yet. There's a whole bunch of other monsters like this in the other ones. So if you guys are concerned about the size, if you want to start tracking some of these down afterwards, I mean, obviously they're going to want to sell these. And I think if you have any interest in crazy looking designs of creatures of any sort, I don't think you're going to be really disappointed with this stuff. Really, really fun. So with that said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.